Hello and welcome to Elevate with Exidra. If you are new here, I'm Tihana. I'm trained in interior design and Feng shui, and I help people create homes that feel calm, supportive, and easy to live in. And the whole purpose of this episode, of this podcast, really is simple. It's to help you understand your home in a deeper way. Not just how it looks, but how it feels to live inside it. Because your home doesn't just hold your furniture, it holds your routines, your nervous system, your relationships, your rest, your energy. And I don't mean energy in a mystical way. I mean the very real energy of your day. So, how much you are thinking about, how much you're carrying, how much you are managing on a daily basis, and whether your home makes that feel easier or harder. So, today's episode is for you. If you've been feeling like your home is almost right, but something still feels off, you want things to feel calmer, but you don't want to renovate and you don't want to buy a whole new set of furniture and you definitely don't want another giant project. So, I want to keep this episode very practical because I know so many of you are busy. You're working, you're parenting, you're managing a lot. You might be in a season where you're tired and you don't need someone telling you to overhaul your entire home. I definitely wouldn't want that. You just need a few small changes, the kind that actually shift how your home feels. So today, I'm sharing 3 small changes that can make a home feel calmer without renovating. And the way I want you to listen to this is not like a checklist, more like notice what resonates. If one of the changes feels like, oh my gosh, yes, that's exactly what I need, then start there. Don't try to do all 3 today, okay? And just before we begin, I want to say something really important. A calmer home does not mean a perfect home. A calmer home is not about minimalist styling or fancy furniture or everything looking like a magazine. Calmer home is a home where your body can soften. That's it. Where life feels easier to move through, where you're not constantly adjusting, not constantly reacting or managing little micro stressors. So let's get into it. And I'll share the 3 changes first, and then we'll go into each one with lots of examples. So the 3 small changes are clear your pathways so you can move through your home without friction. Soften one hard zone, meaning light, textures, edges, noise, the things your nervous system feels. Create one calm landing zone. If you do only one of these, you'll feel a difference. And if you do all 3 over time, you'll start to feel like your home is actively supporting you. All right, let's go. So, change number 1 is clear your pathways. And this one is simple, but it's honestly one of the most powerful changes you can make because your pathways are the way you move through your home. The path from your front door to your kitchen or from your bedroom to your bathroom, from your kitchen to your living room, you get the point. And if those pathways are tight, cluttered, awkward, or constantly interrupted by something, your body stays slightly on. Even if you don't consciously notice it, it's like home is asking you to do tiny obstacle courses all day. And those tiny things add up. So whether you step around a pile of shoes You squeeze past the dining chair that always sticks out. You move a bag off the floor, you shift a basket, you dodge a toy, you adjust the plant, you step over something. And none of these things are major, but your nervous system feels them and your body stays alert because your body is constantly thinking, where can I walk? What's in my way? What do I need to avoid? So the calmer version of your home starts with this. Can I move through my home easily? Now, I want to make this very practical. This is not about having empty, open spaces and removing everything you own. It's about removing friction. And the easiest way to do this is a 1 minute walkthrough. I want you to do this at some point today or tomorrow. So walk slowly through your home and ask, do I have to step around things? Do I have to squeeze through spaces? Do I have to adjust anything as I walk? Is there anything that makes me hesitate? And if the answer is yes, your home is using more of your energy than it needs to. Now, where do I usually see this? Common pathway friction zones, let's call them that way, would be the entry or front door area. So this is the biggest one because shoes piled up, bags, school stuff, keys. You maybe have a chair that becomes the dumping chair. This doesn't just create mess visually, it creates a feeling of arrival stress. So instead of your body going, I'm home, your body goes, I need to manage this. A calm entry also doesn't have to be styled, it just needs to be clear. So even one basket for shoes and a tray for keys can change everything. Another thing I notice would be the kitchen walkway. So this is often where people leave things that don't have a home. So it might be a laundry basket, shopping bags, extra chairs, random boxes. If you're constantly stepping around things in the kitchen, it creates underlying stress because the kitchen is already a high use area. It's where you're hungry, you're tired, trying to cook, trying to clean, trying to get things done. So the kitchen needs to feel efficient, not perfect, just efficient. And also, another area would be the bedroom to bathroom path. And this is one people don't think about often, but it matters because it's often the first path you take in the morning and the last path at night. So if it's cluttered or you're stepping over clothes or the door doesn't open properly or the floor is busy, your body doesn't settle. Even if your bedroom looks beautiful. And tight corners in living areas. So if your coffee table is too large, if you have extra chairs or side tables that crowd the room, and they assume the solution is new furniture, but the solution is often just to make one pathway more open. For example, if you have a living room where the sofa is great, the rug is great, everything is fine, but you have to walk awkwardly between the coffee table and sofa every single day, your home will never feel fully calm because it's physically stressful to move through. So, what to do? I'm going to give you simple changes that don't require buying anything, and it can be done in 10 minutes even. So, pick one pathway that feels a little bit annoying, just one, and clear it. Move the object to a different home for it, create a home for it, or simply remove what doesn't belong there. That's it. I don't want you reorganizing the whole house, just one pathway, because once your body experiences that ease, you'll start to notice where else you need it. And if you love Feng Shui, here's the simple way I think about pathways. Clear pathways mean energy can move through your home smoothly. But again, you don't need to believe anything mystical to understand this because the energy is also just you. Okay? So your movement, your breath, your attention. When your pathways are clear, your body relaxes. Okay. Change number 2, and this one is my favorite because it's the one that often makes people feel emotional, and it is to soften one hard zone. So, what is a hard zone? A hard zone is a space that feels too sharp, too bright, too loud, or too cold, too busy, or just too much. And you might not describe it like that. You might just say, I don't know why I don't like sitting here. Or the room always feels a little bit tense, or I never fully relax in here. And that's usually a hard zone. And again, it doesn't mean your home is wrong. It means your nervous system is noticing, it's picking up on something. Now, most people think calm comes from organization, but calm also comes from light, sound, texture, temperature, edges, visual pressure. And small changes here can completely shift how a room feels. So let me give you a few examples of hard zones. A living room with overhead lights. If your living room has a bright ceiling light, and that's what you use at night, your nervous system stays awake. You'll still sit there. You'll still watch TV, but you won't soften. A warm lamp changes everything, even one lamp in the corner. Then a bedroom that feels busy. This is so common. Too many objects around the bed, too many things on the bedside table, too many visible cords, too many bright colors near the pillow area. All of that creates visual noise, and visual noise keeps your brain awake. So, a calmer bedroom is often just one clear bedside, one soft light, and one extra layer of texture. Another example would be a dining area that feels exposed. If your dining table is right in a pathway, or you just sit with your back to a doorway, or it feels like you can't settle, you'll rush through meals if you even decide to sit there. Even adding a rug or shifting a chair can create a sense of landing. And then a child's room with strong color. And this is where this becomes practical because kids love bold colors, but they also can keep the body energized. So you don't remove the color, you balance it. Warm neutrals, timber, texture, soft bedding, gentle lighting. That's how you create calm without making the room boring. So, how to soften a hard zone? Here is the easiest way, I find. Pick one space that feels hard and choose one of these. Light, add a lamp, use warm bulbs. Avoid bright white overheads at night and add softer lighting near the evening zone. So, pay attention to the light around your home. Add a lamp, use warm bulbs. texture. Add a throw, add a woven cushion, add a rug, add linen bedding, and basically add softness where the body lands, edges. This is one people don't realize. Sharp corners, sharp lines, sharp contrasts, they look beautiful, but they can feel harsh. So we need to soften it with round shapes, soft materials, curved accessories, and gentle layers. Visual pressure. This is basically what the eyes see. So to reduce this, clear one surface, remove one cluster, simplify one wall. You don't have to have things on each wall of your home. Reduce how many colors are competing. Not everything, just one. And that brings us to our third change, and it's another small one. And this is the one that makes everyday life a little bit easier. And that is to create one calm landing zone. A landing zone is a spot where you just contain things you're using every day. Because most overwhelm in homes isn't from mess, it's from things not having a home. And when things don't have a home, your brain keeps holding them. And your brain stays in the background going, oh, I need to deal with that. I need to move that. I need to remember that, or I need to sort that. So the calm version of a home has landing zones, just places where things can be placed and you can stop thinking about them. The best landing zones to create would be near your entry: keys, bags, shoes, sunnies, hats, a lot of things to be placed in that small area. But even if your entry is small, you can create a landing zone. Use a tray, a bowl, a hook, a basket, and then make sure to have one clear surface. And this is one of the fastest ways to reduce stress in the home because it stops the morning scramble, or the moment you come home, you can actually relax. A paper zone. Whether you got mail, school notes, bills, if paper floats around your house, it creates invisible stress as well. So a simple tray or folder can change everything. Then have a bedroom landing zone, so not a chair full of clothes, a real landing zone, like a basket for clothes that aren't dirty, or a place for jewelry. A family zone. If you have kids, you need a space where things can land temporarily, and that doesn't have to be in every room, but maybe choose one place like a basket, a shelf, or a cupboard. So your living room doesn't become like a storage unit. So just have a place where you can leave things temporarily. So the nervous system side of this is that landing zones reduce mental load because the home kind of stops shouting at you. You stop walking around thinking, I need to fix this. And instead, your home feels like it's holding you. And this is why I always say support isn't just style, regardless how much I love styling and beautifully styled places. Support is ease, clarity, less friction, fewer micro decisions, and as a result, more energy for your life. Before I close, I want to share a few mistakes though people make when they try to create a calmer home. Mistake number one would be doing too much at once. So you don't need a full weekend of decluttering. Start with one pathway, one surface, one landing zone, because these small changes are powerful. Also, people start buying things before noticing what's actually wrong. People often buy storage items, baskets, decor, but the problem is usually about layout, visual pressure, no landing zones, and lighting, which is too harsh. So notice first what's happening and then